The story of Jesus calming the storm, as told in Mark's Gospel today, my dear sisters and brothers, captures a powerful shift in how the disciples respond to crisis. At first, overwhelmed by a violent squall, they wake Jesus with a desperate and accusing cry. "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" Their focus is entirely on the problem, the terrifying wind and waves, and they question why Jesus seems inactive. After Jesus rebukes the storms and brings calm, he turns to them, asked, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" In that moment, Jesus highlights the root issue. Their faith was fragile and self-focused. They had expected him to act according to their own timing and terms. Their trust was conditional, more fixed on the storm than on the one who was with them in the boat. But something changes after they witness his power. Instead of asking why, questioning his methods or concern, they now ask, "Who then is this?" Their fear of the storm transforms into awe of his person. They begin to grasp that Jesus is more than a teacher. He holds authority that belongs to God alone. This journey from why to how remains deeply relevant for us Christians today. When we face our own storms, whether in health, relationships, finances, political situation, or uncertainty, our natural reaction is often to ask God, "Why this happening? Why you took my beloved father so early? Why did you take my health? Why did you let my business go bankrupt? Do you not care?" My dear sisters and brothers, we often fixate on the problem and feel abandoned. Yet Jesus invites us beyond that initial fear. True faith grows when we shift our gaze from the size of our problems to the nature of our Savior. It's about trusting, not because the storms is gone, but because we know who is with us. Peace is found not in calm circumstances, but in the certainty of Christ's sovereignty and goodness, and in remembering He is present with us in every trial. No one can be free from any problems, difficulties, crises, and so forth. But we know that in every problem there is solution. And our solution, my dear sisters and brothers, is not human-made. Our solution comes from God through Jesus Christ. And St. John Bosco knows this. Not only knows this, he believes that in Jesus Christ there is solution. On this memorial of St. John Bosco, we recall how he faced the pressing social problems of his day, not by dwelling on the troubles, but by turning to God and to God-centered solutions. So his solutions not from him, not from John Bosco, but from God. His faith drove his actions and brought hope to many young people. And that's why, why in Hong Kong there are so many schools and institutions that serve the young people run by Salesian. So we might ask ourselves, is our faith in God greater than our fear? Have we moved from being problem-centered to being solution-focused through trust in Jesus? The story of the storm calls us to that shift from questioning our circumstances to resting in the one who rules over them. My dear sisters and brothers, that's why we have a very strong reason to receive Jesus Christ through the Eucharistic celebration, because in Jesus there is divine solution, not human solution. And the more we unite ourselves with Jesus, the bigger strength we have to face any problems in our lives.